Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is directed by Michael Bay. Alright, it's not directed by Michael Bay, but he says he produced it, but when you watch the movie compared to other films by Michael Bay, it's a Michael Bay film. He had a lot to say in this movie. And this is about the Teenage Mutant Turtles who are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they live in the sewers with their father, Splinter, and everybody knows the Teenage Mutant Turtles, and they have their evil villain, Shredder. But this movie takes a little bit of a twist with it and has its own little story and how the Turtles became to be. And April O'Neil plays a big part on the Turtles' past and the Turtles' future. I'm not going to go into detail with that because I actually kind of like that story a little bit. But this is a 2014 version, and it is produced by Michael Bay, and I thought this movie was alright. I was actually looking forward to a lot because the Turtles are just fun characters. And what I really like about this movie is that the personalities of the Turtles are there and you have so much fun with them. Michelangelo is hilarious in this film, and their personalities just shine in this film, and they all get along and they all work together well. And I even liked how they looked. You know, they added a lot of things in the movie. They added a lot of things to these characters, different styles. You know, they also have like the big specs on their face and necklaces, and there's a bunch of other things you don't get to see in the other film. And at first I thought, oh, they're doing too much with the Turtles now. And overall it worked, and I thought some of the voices worked for some of the characters and some of them didn't. One of the voices that didn't work for me is the voice of Splinter. Tony Shalhoub plays on Monk. Did not work for me at all. When you think of Splinter, you think of this old wise man. I just think Tony Shalhoub did not do a great job voicing Splinter. He seemed to be bashing his sons more, and you know, in the other ones he's just gives you this wise intelligence things that about the Turtles, and just feel like he didn't do that well in this film. Also, the voice of Leonardo was a little bit cheesy and weak, very high-pitched in my opinion, but I think Michelangelo and Raphael also were really great. Now, Shredder, I think, was one of my main problems in this film. Shredder is a badass villain, but in here he was like a lifeless villain that just had this huge armor. And I liked the armor, how it looked, but just also the voice didn't work for me as well. But Shredder was just this lifeless villain that didn't have much to do with the film, in my opinion. And I would like to see a little bit more of Shredder and just more of this badass character that the Turtles are afraid of. I know he was huge, but you gotta have him huge compared to how big these Turtles are in the film. These Turtles are huge. You gotta have Shredder huge. And I just think that Shredder was a weak villain in this film. He relied too much on his suit to do all the work, and just was a lifeless villain and rather weak and didn't compare much to the Turtles. I thought some of the action was really well done in here, very fun, and the mountain scene is the same exact scene to how the Fast and Furious 6 scene is on the airport, the runway. It just never ends, and that's how the mountain scene, it just never ends. They're just going down this mountain and it's just going on forever. And you know, it's really a lot of fun and really well done. It's just going on forever. April O'Neil, played by Megan Fox, was alright in my opinion. I wasn't on board with it at first, but then I saw her, I was like, oh, she's still hot. It looks really good. Just not the blonde, and she did a lot with the Turtles. She got involved, which I liked. Will Arnett was funny. I just think his character wasn't needed. They just added him for some comic relief in here. So overall, Teenage Mutant Turtles, did not like the voices that they had to offer. Turtles looked great. The personalities shined in here, and that was a lot of fun. I laughed a little bit. The action was really well done. CGI was pretty good. Some of the scenes looked like they had taken out of some other movies, so the originality was lower. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Turtles film a C+. I enjoyed it a little bit, and the sequel comes out June 3rd, 2016. Kind of curious to see what they'll do with the villains for that. So this is Just Watching Movies with his review of the new Teenage Mutant Turtles film. Hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you later.